Hi everyone, welcome to today's video, and today I'll be tying a simple, flashy and effective pattern, the Raw Creek fly. I'll start off with a size 12 curved dry fly hook and a 3.2mm black bead already secured on my vise. I'll begin by wrapping my turn thread, bringing it all the way to the bend of the hook. For the tail of the fly, I'll cut out 2 brown goose spikes and tie them in back to back to form a clean V-shaped tail, and take a couple of over and under wraps to hold that spread. I'm now going to tie in some copper wire along the side of the hook for the ribbing and leave that hanging for now. Please note that I'm using a pair of thread clippers and not my tying scissors to cut my wire. These obviously will ensure that your tying scissors remain sharp. Next, I'll secure some strands of pearl flasher boo sitting right on top of the hook and also leave that hanging for now. For the underbody of this fly, I'll grab a piece of brown wool and separate it by untwisting it, and only use one strand for the underbody. Tie that in and wrap it forward to create a nice tapered shape. Cut out the excess wool at the 2/3 point of the hook. I'll then create a dabbing noodle using some mahogany dabbing and wrap it forward to form the body of the fly. I'll keep adding more dabbing and wrapping forward until I get to the 2/3 point of the hook. I'll now bring the flasher boo over the top of the body and tie it down at the 2/3 point and trim off the excess. After that, I'll wrap my copper wire forward in evenly spaced out turns to rib the body and clip off the excess at the end. Remember not to use the tying scissors for these, just to keep them sharp for final work. It's now time to tie in the legs of the fly, and for these I'll grab 2 strands of brown round rubber, tie them in on top of the hook right at the 2/3 point, and gently pull them apart by the ends to separate them, then slide each piece to either side, forming an X shape for the legs. I'll now tie in a brown hackle feather, and this one is from one of our local hens to use as the collar, and the collar is what guides the fly's movement while fishing. And here I'm just trying to sort out the right size feather for my hook size. For this specific fly, I'll secure my hackle by the tips just to make sure each turn is fuller than the previous, allowing the fibers to stand out better. For the next step, I'm going to build up the thorax of the fly with more of that same mahogany dabbing that we used on the body, and keep wrapping till we have a full thorax. I'll now begin wrapping my hackle forward through the thorax and use my fingertips to control the angle of the fibers by brushing them backwards towards the tail. I'm now going to cut out the excess hackle, and since my previous hackle wasn't long enough to cover the entire head, I'm going to add more hackle just to give the fly a fuller look. Now cut out the excess hackle and finish off your fly with a few thread wraps, whip finish and trim off the thread. Lastly, I'll apply a small amount of head cement to secure the thread wraps. And that's the completed Rock Creek fly, clean, baggy and ready to fish. Thanks for watching, and please leave a comment below and subscribe to the channel.